All right, folks, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you everyone's favorite mama bear at the gaff. Give it up for Kristin Hutchinson.
All right. Woo! Well, it's great to see that all the checks cleared. Thank you very much, everybody. Before we get started, we just have to have a couple quick notes. So I'm old school, so I keep it real. I'm an equal opportunity offender, so no safe places here, everybody. And I talk fast, you have to keep up, but that's good for all you parents out there because you get double the show half the time, a little bit less money for the babysitters. And, we're just going to have a lot of fun. So I just want everybody to know, I hope you're ready to get real tonight because I'm sick of this fake and phony shit, okay? I don't know about any of you. I never thought as a little girl that telling the truth was going to be actually something that offended people. I don't know about you, but I'm offended that you're offended. How about that? As a little girl, my parents got divorced in first grade, and instead of the Jeffersons, instead of moving on up, we downsized and simplified. We went from a big house on the hill to a 2-bedroom apartment in the Ville. That's right. Somerville, that is. Anybody that's not from Boston? Do you know anything about Somerville? Mm-hmm. So Somerville used to be called Slummerville when I was a little girl. So that was a lot of fun. So I was like, people judge you because of where you're from? That's so crazy, but I don't know if you know that. We used to call Medford Meppa. Used to call Lynn, City of the Sin. You never come out the way you went in. But it was good because it gave you like some mental toughness, and that's something that I think we're lacking in today's society. I really loved growing up in Somerville because people were honest, loyal, real. Everything that people find offensive today, it's crazy. But I had a mom who was amazing. She was such a great role model. Yes, all those good mothers out there, give them a round of applause. And, my mom raised 3 girls. It was a 4-women household. And, some days we had to, earn our keep, because back then you didn't have, freeloaders. They had to, pay their way around the house. So, my mom would call my mom, oh, she just want to do the chores today, Mom. And this person would call the phone, no, she won't do this. Mom would say, girls, I'm sorry. I'm at work right now. I can't do this. Just make sure you guys are all alive when I get home. Work it out amongst yourselves. Get the chores done and put the chicken in the oven at 350, okay? So my mom was great. She taught us how to be women. We were strong, we were smart, we worked hard for what we wanted. But, we could still love a man, and we knew how to take care of the house a little bit. So she prepared us for the real world. I was a really interesting child. I'm glad I grew up when I grew up then, because now they would have definitely medicated my ass, that's for sure. I was that kid, they would say, oh, she's so chatty. We really enjoy her, but she just makes everybody else, so get into her mischief. And I can remember in, 4th grade, my teacher would be like, Kristin, if you just shut up for 5 minutes, I'll give you the end of the class, I promise. So I've been fighting for this moment all my life, everybody, so thanks for being here. Also, I really thought I had superpowers when I was a little girl. Anybody else think that? I know there's a lot of action hero movies out there. Yeah. Well, it's my mom and my aunt's fault because they told me that when I was born, the clock stopped at the exact time I was born at my house, and I was like, oh my God, I am destined for greatness. I'm 48 this year and I'm still waiting, but hey, could happen anytime. But no, seriously, in 3rd grade, I also learned the law of attraction, but I didn't know what it was. It was this huge stuffed animal they were raffling at my school, and I was like, I'm gonna win this. And I go, Mom, I need money for this raffle. And she's like, okay. So the day of the raffle, I'm like, you know what today is? And she's like, what? And I'm like, the day I won the frog. And she's like, Kristin, oh, every other kid bought, raffle tickets for that. I don't want you to be upset when you don't win. I'm like, I'm gonna win. And then I won the frog. And I was like, see, I can do anything I want to do. Don't you know? I have superpowers. So growing up in Somerville was great because it really prepared me for the real world. And, I tried a couple different jobs. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Well, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an actress, but then I didn't really want to sell my soul to the devil. So I said, well, fuck that. I'll have to try something else. So, I tried banking, and that was really annoying. Counting money, that was so boring. I just thought of money, but it wasn't yours. So it's torture. And then I tried sales, and that was pretty good. But then I had these bitchy women that were harassing me. I know, isn't that crazy? Because we always talk about the toxic male, but we don't talk about the wicked women. You know the ones I'm talking about. What is she wearing? You can't sit here, you're not in the clique. Oh my God, she doesn't breastfeed her baby. can you believe she doesn't work? All she does is like stay home with the kids. Like, what is that all day? And I want to say, ladies, can't we do better? Or is it just easy to blame and complain? No, seriously. So after that after I was harassed there and I moved on, I said, you know what? If I'm going to go someplace, I might as well be a bartender. Because at least when people harass me, I can say, go fuck yourself, and no one's going to say anything about it. You know what I mean? It levels the playing field a little bit, right? And I love bartending because I find people fascinating. I love to entertain, so I get to talk to people every night. I meet new people every day. The only thing that's a little bit challenging is, some of the younger kids today, I like listening to them because I think the world is so tough. And I'm like, oh my God, children, you have no idea. And like girls like, oh my God, men are so offensive. I'm like, really? I started bartending in the 90s. Can we just talk about the 90s for a second, everybody? I mean, if Britney Spears was a slave for ya, or she was like a naughty schoolgirl, we had Whip It Out Wednesdays, and we had Girls Gone Wild. And anybody remember The Man Show? I know you boys do. Yes, you do. It wasn't my show, it was your show. And they had like trampoline girls and juggy contests, and like, I can eat a banana in one bite. And I was like, oh God, so offensive. And then you had like Jimmy Kimmel, and he'd be like on the streets of LA like, hey, what's in my pants? And like drunk girls would be like, I don't know, is it like a banana? I don't know, maybe it's a cucumber. And like, why didn't he film that in Boston? Because it would have been like this, hey, what's in my pants? Look at you, you fat fuck, you think I fucking care? My sister would walk up and she says, what the fuck, are you a pervert or something? Is that how you get a girl to touch you? Please. No, seriously, it was just a different time, And I mean, I didn't care. It wasn't my type of show. I didn't like get on hashtags and be like, take them off the air. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. I just changed the fucking channel. Yes, it's very simple, everybody. But, it would make my world a little bit harder when I go to work at night because, I go to work and guys would be like, hey, bartender. I'm like, hey, what's up? Got a question for you. Sure, what is it, guys? Your tits, real or fake? I'm like, oh, these? Real, darling, 34C. What are you packing, hold 3 inches, big boy? What the fuck? I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Hey, you gotta have a little bit of fun, I mean, some men, they thought they could play with me. They got the wrong girl. They walk up and say, hey, what are you doing after work? Going home to my husband and son. What do you think I'm here for, your fucking entertainment? I love like professional athletes. They're really fun. They walk up and they think you're gonna be impressed by who they are. I'm like, oh, I have a soft spot for bartenders. I'm like, mom and wife also. Does that do anything for you, big boy, huh? You know what I don't like? Professional athletes that cheat on their fucking wives, huh? How about that? But bartending's a lot of fun. It really makes me appreciate my husband, To celebrate our 20th wedding anniversary. Thank you. I know it's a pretty big accomplishment. I mean, I think a lot of people give it a bad rap, I don't understand, where everybody went wrong with this marriage thing. It's not so bad, I mean, I don't know, people just think it's so difficult or they just don't do it the right way. I think it really goes down to like marrying the right person. I mean, like, we have some new rules for marriage. One, I think, why do they get the rain and the party up front? They need something to work towards, okay? Like, where's the climax? It's kind of like, okay, that was everything. Now what do we do? Oh, we have to actually do real work? Crazy. I think something about the white dress. Maybe we should talk about that a little bit, like the attire. The girl puts a white dress, all of a sudden she thinks maybe like she's a virgin or like a fucking princess, I don't know which one. She thinks, hey, it's all done, did all my work, haha. It's like, no, honey, it's just starting. You want to keep them coming back. No, hey, listen, I love my husband, and I think we did it right. Like, you can't marry a princess, okay? Because they expect you to come on a white horse and save everything, Like, you gotta marry a queen, okay? And then he can be the king, and then everybody's happy in the palace, you know what I mean? Like, a queen, like, rules the world, and a man rules, and they're both, like, ruling together. They're like this team that's going through everything together. And then, like, when the war comes in, you're like, what the fuck, I got this, Marriage is kind of like an ocean, Sometimes the waves are high, sometimes the waves are low, but they always come back in. You can't have a guy that's like in your marriage, all of a sudden the shit hits the fan, like, fuck this. You're like, no, drop the fucking anchor, take the wheel. We gotta get this done. But when you stick through it, all of a sudden you come up the other side and this beautiful sunset comes up and you're like, see, this is why we did this, It's good. We got each other's back, It's funny. The other day I was at a party and, I was being nice and I was dishing my husband's food for him and some women were like, oh my God, are you dishing his plate for him? And I was like, yes, I am. Crazy, right? Not because I'm a subservient bitch, it's because I actually love him and we're on the same team and he does things for me too, ladies, yes. See, he comes home after work instead of going to the bar room. You might want to try it a little, ladies, And I might fuck him too. I don't know, it might be working out, so works out pretty good. Everyone's winning, No, but I don't understand it. Like, Jesus, I'm married. I'm not fucking dead. I don't understand. Like, why can you talk about sex everywhere else but marriage? I don't get it. Like, it's like when you're a teenager, you sneak around at school, or when you're a girl or a teen, like marriage is like, what, no more? It's all over? It's all done? Like, I think that's when it gets good. You have a partner, you're going to be together for a long time. I don't know. That's the way to work it out, my opinion. But so I'm a mom. Any moms, dads in the house, huh? Parents? I think parenting is kind of funny. A lot of people think it's a difficult job, which it is. You're raising a happy human being, hopefully. And I think it's kind of funny because one of the biggest things that's hard about being a parent is letting them be who they want to be. It's like, that's one thing I was lucky. My mom always let me be an individual. She'd be like, walk to the beat of your own drum. Be an individual. I come out of the house with 2 different colored sneakers, and she's like, oh, I didn't mean like that. Don't want to crush your dreams. Go right ahead. But a lot of people don't understand what it takes to be a parent. Sure. If you don't, take care of your dog properly, what happens? They piss in your floor and they eat your shoes, right? Same thing with children, everybody, You got to love them. You got to nurture them, but you got to let them know who's boss once in a while, Because otherwise, they just don't get it, These kids today, they think their life is so tough. We actually had to earn our keep. We didn't raise freeloaders, It's like they come back for more. They're like, hey, my phone's not working. Service is slow. It's like, oh my God, great. Then you kill yourself to go to work, and then you put them off to college, and then you're don't know how you're gonna pay anything, and you're like, and who said you had to go to college anyhow? Really, these kids today, what do they study? The other day at work, I was like, what do you study? And she goes, Greek mythology. Oh, okay. I go to the next kid, what are you studying? Art history with a minor in Italian. Wow, you guys just really don't want to work for a living, do you? And then we supposed to feel bad for them? I'm like, well, who told you to study your passion? You got to make a fucking living once in a while, everybody. Back in my day, you had college course, business course, and then you had trades. Who's laughing all the way to the bank? The fucking trades guys that everybody told not to do for the past 20 years. I don't know. Sometimes I think I know a lot of shit, and then sometimes I don't think I know anything, But I do know real life. That's what I do know. So I think after 25 years of bartending, holding on a marriage, and raising a 15-year-old son, I think I decided that I'm going to write a book. I said, hey, if everybody else is doing it, why shouldn't I? I think I have something to teach. If entrepreneurship can be a degree, why can't real life? Because nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. So I decided, hey, I'll make my own genre. I'll call it real help. Fuck self-help, you know what I mean? Not everybody has time to get up and meditate in the morning and exercise and do all these things. Some people just have to get the fuck out of the house and survive, you know what I mean? Got the title. I think I'm gonna call it, I'm not rich, I'm not famous, but I'm happy as fuck. Yes, I am. I don't know, but I think real help is definitely something that people could use because we definitely don't have any mental toughness anymore. Definitely don't. And I just think that, why is that such a bad word? I don't understand that. When you're going to exercise, they say diet and exercise when you want to get healthy, right? So if you want to get your head right, why can't mental toughness be part of mental health? It's just the way it is. People were so much happier years ago. When you could say what you wanted, you were happier. Were you not? Think about your businesses, at work. crazy. They all have like these sensitivity trainings and all these meetings back and forth and like how we're all gonna work together. And sometimes you just wanna say, you know what, you really fucking suck today and you're not really carrying your weight and I have to do all the fucking work. Honestly, it's really what we need. I mean, we live in such a fake society. Can you imagine if social media really went the way it should go? You know? Like this picture of two couples like, and like, you know, we just really fought each other 2 minutes ago and now we're acting like we really like each other. You know, like you drive by your friend's house and there's a big house, nice cars, and he says, you know what, we really have no money in the bank, but we have a lot of nice stuff. You'd feel so much better every day. Like you wouldn't be so upset. You wouldn't be like, oh my God, my life sucks. You'd be like, no, everybody else's life sucks. It's okay. I'm just waiting for the smart guy to really help us with social media the right way. You know, like when someone can actually make it like not be able to lie. Like when you go to post a picture like, not true. Or like, no, you look so much better without that filter. I don't know. I just like to go back to the old school way, you know? I mean, I like the new stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, technology really does help a lot. I don't know if you know this, but like, people are really depressed and like, I don't understand it. Like the other day I heard something, they said they're gonna make a lonely pill, like a loneliness pill. I mean, where are we going with these fucking pills? I mean, like, maybe get off the phone and, like, fucking talk to a human being. Like, that would help a little bit. But, like, they're so stupid, they're going to do it the wrong way. They're going to pop the pill, and then go back scrolling through their phone, and they're going to put their virtual reality goggles on and wonder why they're still depressed. I don't understand. But then I thought of something. And I'm like, you know what? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs, and I'm happy. The fuck? I got to go find a guy in, like, Cambridge that can, like, help me with, like, my geneticist. Like... Find my DNA. Let's call it Crazy K, all right? Yeah. Everyone's like, what do you want? I'm on that Crazy K. Life looks so good all of a sudden. Woo! This is some good shit. No, seriously, all I know is, like, I just want people to stop, like, playing into, like, the book of bullshit. You know that book that tells everybody what they have to do, how they have to do it, and why they have to do it? I never read it. It's like, no thanks, all set. Don't need you ruining my fucking day. I'll just do it my way. It's not always easy, you know? I've lost a lot of jobs, you know? Sometimes I get in a lot of trouble, but I always kept 2 jobs. I always had one in the back, you know? Like, that way when you say something to me, I say, fuck it, I don't need this job. Sleep really well at night. Or you find good bosses, you know? But, I mean, life is too short to be someplace you don't want to be. I mean, you know, anywhere. So, I mean, I really think that people should make the move. Just, you know, people could just be honest. It'd be so much easier. And I think it would make, like, life so much interesting. Like, when you watch TV some days, don't you feel like, oh, my God, you're amazing. Oh, my God, you're amazing. Oh, my God. And I'm like, wow, I feel like I just lost, like, 10 brain cells. Like, wouldn't it be so funny if, like, TV was, like, really interesting, and they said, like, oh, hey, Bob, great to see you again. Another alien movie, huh? Yep. Did you really want to make it? Not really, but, you know, had to pay the bills, you know. LA's really expensive, and the taxes are outrageous, you know what I mean? And, like, whoo, gotta send the kids to private school because public school is worth shit here, you know? Oh, I hear you. I mean, my kids have to take 3 more classes now. They're not happy about it because now that I can't bribe their way into college, I have to actually worm their way in there. No, seriously, everybody. So please, just stop and think about life for one more time. As I close up, I just want you to know, stop being part of the Triple S, which is overstimulated, overscheduled, and overstressed. All right? Live your life. You can't please all the people all the time, so you might as well please yourself. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. I just want to say, everybody, I appreciate all the love and support. You guys warm my heart. I am beyond blessed with amazing people in my life. Not many people have good friends or family and coworkers and extended friends and family, and I am blessed in all areas, and I thank you guys so, so much. My heart is so warm tonight. Thank you so much, everybody.